Hey guys, look at the clouds behind me. How you been? Alright? Hope you've been okay, guys. Just going out for another morning walk. Just gonna clean that up. Covered in dust today, but everything's going alright. So just we've been very excited. We're able to get the registration through the UN in Geneva with the Secretary General there. Actually Governor General, sorry. Or Director General. Jeez, I've got to get my titles right. The Director General. So I'm basically I'm a director of a non-government organisation that is registered pretty much with the UN, and pretty good. So I'm very happy and getting my message out there. The message out there is really the sustainability goals. So there's 17 goals, the ones I specified before. They cover pretty much all the areas that the world needs to address in order to have a pretty cool background in terms of helping out the world, and also help out the environment, the people, from looking after, say, like jobs, through to education, through to environmental issues, global warming, you name it. We went through them this morning. So really, I guess I'm representing Australia, being able to fulfill some of these goals, or if not all the goals for the UN, and on a local level, on a state level, on a federal level, and on an international level. And I'm here based in Sydney. It was really good to see that 16-year-old student talking about how this COVID-19 virus has had an impact on young women, and my daughter's one of them, actually both of them, and it's good to have a representative at the UN from Australia speaking to the Secretary General, but the one obviously the one in New York. And so basically where I get my directives is the ones in Geneva, but what's great about it is that Australia is involved. I speak to so many people here in Australia. I speak to people, my colleagues in parts of Asia, and also parts of the UK, and also in Europe. So there's a lot of people that are really, they're doing a good job. We're doing as best as we can within this COVID crisis. But what I think is people need to know that yes, the UN is leading the way in which we do live, and the sustainability is about the 2020 vision, the 2030 vision, and based on the Agenda 21. I've been a part of Agenda 21 for many years, even with the International Human Rights Commission, through to now with the international peace leaders. So we are doing as much as we can, and it's been great, to see a lot of support, not only here in Australia but overseas. So I've been very lucky. My cousins in Melbourne and my cousins overseas from France to Italy and Germany, and also the ones in the UK and ones in Spain, they've been very good. I've also got other cousins in America that have also been very supportive. So not only supportive of the UN agreement, it's the one agreement I believe that has helped my heritage. I think that by having that UN agreement and NATO agreements, these agreements are very important for Italian and American relations and other relations all around the world. So it is very important that all us nations join within the UN family. So the UNO family, UN organisation, is very important that we all work together in harmony and work towards these goals to be able to rid ourselves from some of the hardship that many are facing from global famine through to, I guess, human trafficking and death and all sorts of things based on the virus and other, I guess, other elements of the planet. So what we are trying to do is we're promoting not only world peace, but we're promoting goals in which each of us can actually make a difference to the planet. So whether you're a leader, or whether you're listening to this, or whether you're just a person thinking, geez, can I make a difference? Make a difference, guys. Everyone can make a difference. You can get out of bed, and every day you could fight for what you believe in. And you get out of bed, you fight for justice, you fight for your rights. Do not let anyone put you under the thumb. It's not justified. My parents and their grandparents, they were always suppressed by so many races that came to their island of Sicily, and they were always occupied by different rulers. And this is the last of their generations, like mine, where we don't want any rulers to rule over us to push us around and to occupy us. We do not want to be occupied, and we are lucky that the island of Italy or Sicily is under Italian protection, and we do not want to be separated by Italy, by Rome. But what I do like is the autonomy and the legality of our own parliament in Sicily, but also here in Australia. We at the moment we're running separate our states, but I think in terms of the last week, I think Australia has started to unify by opening those borders up. But by closing the borders here in Australia has made us a country of state separatists, and what's happened is it's actually caused a lot more problem as the state of Australia in terms of the UN. It is very separate. I'm so glad that at least the governments have got together and made a big difference in the way in which we live. So we're really doing a very good thing. But what I do want to say is that we need to continue this unity, the unity that Australia needs. It's something that we do need it, man. I love walking, because the walking, you get all these ideas that come into your head, and it's a great technique. I learnt this technique from Edward Zia. Thank you, Edward. By walking, you bring out all these ideas out of your head, and you start to think, start to strategize. And it's better than the old days when you sort of voice record when you had an idea. But I think when you video record, people just realise, geez, you've come up with this thought, and you're doing all right. So I'm really happy. I've lost a lot of weight. I've also gained my confidence back, and at the same time, being able to be appointed a position of power has been great, in the sense that I am making a difference, not just here in Sydney, but looking at it globally. It's so important, guys, and this is something that I do